This guy, Raymond Rife, has one dream in his life. He basically wants to find the cure for cancer. Now, Rife is an inventor and scientist, and he's actually the guy who invented a microscope that could magnify viruses for the first time ever. With this invention, he could see things no one else could. But one day, Rife decides that just seeing viruses isn't enough. He wants to destroy them. So, he starts working on a machine that uses frequencies to shatter cancer cells, kind of like how a glass breaks when you hit the right note. There's more. Rife develops this machine, and it's called the Rife machine. His big idea is that he can hit cancer cells with the exact frequency needed to blow them up without hurting any of the healthy cells, and he's so confident in this that he starts testing it. He runs a clinical trial, not just on 1 or 2 patients, but on 14 cancer patients. And you know what happens? Every single one of them is cured. 14 out of 14. No one sees this coming. Rife is beyond pumped. He's thinking, this is it. I've done it. I've found the cure for cancer. So, what does Rife do next? He wants the world to know. Naturally, he organizes a huge press conference. And not just any press conference, the biggest names in medicine show up. We're talking the top doctors, the experts, the ones who run the medical world. They're all there, ready to see what Rife's discovered. Rife gives his big presentation, and the doctors are blown away. They're on their feet, giving him a standing ovation. Some of them even go so far as to say that Rife might have just found the end to disease. Word spreads fast. Everyone's talking about Rife's machine, and it seems like his dream of curing cancer is finally going to come true. He's on top of the world. But then, some companies see the potential of Rife's machine, not just for curing cancer, but for changing the medical industry. They approach him with an offer to take control of his work, but Rife isn't ready to let go of what he's created. Not long after Rife says no, disaster strikes. One night, his lab catches fire. Everything he worked on, his research, his machines, gone in an instant. After his lab is wiped out, Rife's life starts to crumble. His career is basically over, and his revolutionary work is lost. The man who was about to change the world starts to fade away into the background. By the time he dies in 1971, Rife is almost completely forgotten. His machine? Buried with him. It's tragic. This guy had the key to curing cancer, and it was taken from him. He dies from complications related to drinking, and that dream he had of curing cancer, it dies with him. But the story doesn't end there. You see, years later, people started looking into Rife's work again. There were those who believed his machine could still change lives, and they made efforts to bring it back. Today, devices like the Qi Coil are picking up where Rife left off. These modern technologies are using frequencies to empower cells and protect the body, essentially doing what Rife was trying to do all those years ago. The work he started is finally being realized, just not in the way he might have imagined. His ideas were too powerful to be completely erased, and now, decades later, they're finally being brought back to life. So, in a way, Rife's legacy does live on, and the world is better for it. Rife's story makes us think about how new ideas are treated, or is the whole story just a conspiracy theory? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.